Hello guys, this is What About Nintendo. Today I'm here for another E3 predictions video. In this video I'm going to be going over my thoughts and predictions on whether or not we'll see a Nintendo Switch Pro at E3 2019. Let's get right on into it. So obviously guys, there are many credible rumors about a Switch Pro coming out this year. So I believe that we're definitely going to get one this year. Well, I'm more or less 75% convinced that we are going to get a Switch Pro this year. But the question is, will they reveal it at E3? Let's go over the facts here, why I think it might be there and why I think it might not, and then I'll go over my actual prediction. First off, Nintendo does claim that there will be no hardware at E3. Nintendo has claimed things like this before about hardware and been lying. For example, Reggie Fils-Aimé said about a few days before they actually announced the DS Lite that the DS Lite did not exist, that it wasn't happening, and then of course, well, we all know the DS Lite was a thing. It was announced very shortly after. They were very much denying it, shoving it under the rug, saying that's not going to happen, and then it totally did happen. But that was a long time ago, and I feel like Nintendo may be a little bit more truthful lately. They did say a few years back that we wouldn't get any mobile games at E3, and we didn't see any mobile games at E3, so this can't really be used for them or against them. The second point is not many of the first-party titles that will be at E3 are all that graphically demanding. A lot of the big showcase titles for E3 like Animal Crossing and Link's Awakening and the games like that and Pokemon aren't really games that are going to really benefit a lot from a Switch Pro. Now, of course, any game could benefit from a Switch Pro if they raise the ceiling from 1080p to a potential upscaled 4K, but I doubt a lot of these games are really going to be getting such a graphical upgrade, even if a Switch Pro does come out this year. So there's not really that many games that would benefit too highly from this. Perhaps Astral Chain could, as that looks like it's going to be a game that looks pretty good. Maybe Luigi's Mansion ends up being a lower resolution than we think. Fire Emblem maybe could get a res boost or something. We don't really know the official resolution or anything like that on that game. Daemon X Machina maybe could look and run a bit better, but there's nothing like a huge showcase first-party title that we think is going to be at E3 unless they announce something that we don't know about that would really show off a Switch Pro very well. However, there are a bunch of third-party games coming out that would greatly benefit from a Switch Pro, namely Doom, Doom Eternal, Mortal Kombat 11, Wolfenstein 2, and Wolfenstein Youngbloods, Dragon Quest 11, Hellblade, Assassin's Creed Remastered all came out this year and would make great showcases for a Switch Pro and what it's capable of. Of course, they could go into previous first-party games that would get a great boost, like Breath of the Wild, or Mario Odyssey, or Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but I don't think that they would really do that at an E3 environment where they're wanting to show off new games, not really show off how a system can help older games or games that are coming out like in 2020 or something like that. However, something that could get a big boost that has been getting support a lot this year is Labo VR. I made a whole video about how a Switch Pro could help out a Labo VR. You can check it out up there in the eye. But essentially, a Switch Pro with a 1080p screen would make Labo VR look absolutely insanely better, and Zelda Breath of the Wild would run so much smoother and look so much better. But that, again, is not really something that they would really want to show off at E3, I don't feel like. So, again, not really something that seems very E3 focused. And for the final point, it's actually been 8 years since Nintendo showed off hardware at E3. The last time we saw hardware at E3 was actually when the Wii U and 3DS were shown off back in 2011. That is the last time, as far as I know. I went and checked, but maybe I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. But as far as I can know, that is the last time we saw hardware like this, like a brand new system, a brand new handheld, or a brand new home console system being shown off at E3. They've really just been showing them off in trailers or separate events since then. So seeing it at E3 is also just makes it that much less likely. So what am I actually going to predict for a Switch Pro at E3 2019? I am predicting that it will not be at E3 2019. Originally, I did believe that we would see hardware at E3, but with Nintendo saying it's not going to be there, all you guys' comments on my Switch Mini video where I actually did predict it would be there, but you guys made some very good points in the comments, and probably the biggest thing is something that Andres Restart pointed out to me in the podcast we had last Monday, and that is that we haven't seen hardware reveal at E3 in 8 years. As I said, it's been since the Wii U and 3DS reveals since we've seen hardware at E3. It's been that long. Nintendo just doesn't really reveal hardware at E3, so it makes sense why they said, hey, we're not going to reveal it at E3, because they don't reveal hardware at E3 anymore. So I actually thought they might, but now looking at all the new facts and information that I've acquired since I made my previous video on Switch hardware being at E3, I'm going to predict that no, we're not going to see it at E3. I do think there will be a separate event probably in July or maybe late this month in June, where we will get a whole event on Switch Mini and Switch Pro announcements. I think that's going to be really hype and really awesome, but I don't think we're going to see anything at E3. I think they're going to focus on just games, because I think they do have a lot of games they need to go over. Animal Crossing needs a huge amount of info. We don't have much info for Astral Chain and many, many more games we need a lot more info on, as well as new announcements. So I think that's what they're going to focus on, and not hardware like I previously thought. But that is my predictions. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Maybe you guys have some new points and new facts and new information that will maybe change my mind a little bit, or maybe give me a little bit more hope to Switch Pro coming at E3. Let me know down in the comments below. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell icon for notifications of all my videos. You not miss out on all my E3 content. Gonna be streaming a lot of stuff. An official schedule will be up on my Discord and Twitter, where you should be following me as well. Link in the description below of everything that I'm gonna be live streaming for E3. So make sure to check me out there, and make sure to share this video with everyone you know who is hyped for E3. I'll see all you awesome people later on What About Nintendo. Bye.